Tyndale House is a residential research centre with England's largest library of the Bible. It's located in Cambridge, England, and so it's a great location from which to seek to raise up scholars and provide scholarship to equip the global church.
Tyndale House is one of the top biblical studies libraries in the world. You can have ready access to all kinds of publications that are important in the field, where you can have an environment where you can focus, and where you have a network of scholars that come together from all over the world to just focus on this one thing, which is to study the Word of God in a way that benefits the church and all areas of biblical scholarship.
Tyndale House has a vast library of resources for Old Testament studies, New Testament studies. The books that are here, you can just roll out your desk, find everything you need, and come straight back. In the middle of a thought or in the middle of a paragraph, if you need something, it's just there.
So because we have people coming from around the world, if you come here, you then meet people from all sorts of other cultures. Those relationships then stay and benefit people in the future. And from that, all sorts of things happen. People plan books, people plan conferences, people give each other jobs. You have a global network and community centered out of here.
I get to build friendships with scholars who come here, who are fellow PhD students who choose to do their research at Tyndale House. We do have a Tuesday morning chapel. So you sort of have a good example before you of how to blend faith and scholarship.
People look at a library, they look at books, they look at scholars doing scholarly things, and it seems irrelevant. They think, what's this got to do with the realities of church life? I think there's some really significant things. One is that it helps us to be confident that what we believe is true, like Luke at the beginning of his gospel. And two, it helps to encourage pastors and church leaders and teachers and preachers to be shaped by the scriptures in a really deep and thoughtful way.
On top of just being a library, it's a research institute where teams are working on particular projects to do with the Bible.
Over the years, we've had a number of different projects at Tyndale House, everything from the New Bible Dictionary and New Bible Commentary coming out of here many decades ago, to more recently, we've done our own Greek New Testament. As much as possible, we seek to make things freely available, and we recognise that many people in the world don't have the money to be able to pay for things, and we want to get it particularly out to them.
A lot of scholars in the West have access to a lot of resources to do their work. In many parts of the world, they don't have these resources, and it becomes difficult for them to really write, to research. I think that's one of the reasons why we have more scholars in the West. Tyndale House is it's one of the best things that's happened to many scholars across the globe. Tyndale House is the place for a real pool of resources for biblical studies, and making it available to people from all over the world is just fascinating.
I am here to be equipped to serve in my seminary back in Singapore, to be able to not only be a teacher, but also to be an example, a scholar to budding scholars from Asia, to show them it can be done.
We're a non-profit which relies on the Christian community for our support. For anyone who wants to know how to support us, you can go to tyndalehouse.com.